the Jordaan. Jordaan is a district in the west of the city center. The word Jordan came from the French word Jordaan. It means a garden because this in this district lived lots of French people and they called it a garden, Jardin, because at the beginning of this district was lots of flowers. Here was not only French people, but many different nationalities from Europe and East Europe. They came here to work in Amsterdam, not only because Amsterdam was a very rich city, but as well because Amsterdam it was a very tolerant city. There were lots of conflicts between Catholic and Protestant, and as well lots of conflict towards Jewish people, and they came to live in Amsterdam. It has beautiful small canals, narrow streets, lots of shops, beautiful buildings, and as you see, wonderful bridges. It's in general a cozy district, as we call it in Dutch, gezellig. Gezellig means a nice sphere, a nice people, and everything is nice. So it's a unique word in Dutch, gezellig. And when Obama came to visit Holland, Amsterdam, the words that they taught him it was gezellig. Gezellig it means everything is nice. So the Jordaan is an example of an gezellig neighborhood in Amsterdam. But this nice, uh, expensive neighborhood nowadays, it was very poor neighborhood with a high percentage of criminality. Was lots of people they were living in one house. It was no running water, no electricity, no sewage, because these houses didn't have water. As we know today, you can open the tap and you can get water. Before it was not like this. People will go to the canal and they got water, but the canal was as well dirty. The water here was totally dirty. People use water to clean their clothes. They use water to do their own needs, and they use the water to cook and to do their own food. The canal was very dirty, very smelly. People they had more money, or the rich people in the city, they were not living here in Amsterdam, especially in the summertime when it's hot and when it's very more smelly. They will have houses outside of the city, and they are here just to work or more in the winter than the summer. So these houses were very dark at night because there's no electricity. Electricity entered the Jordan at the end of the 17th century. The sewage entered the neighborhood at the beginning of the 20th century. Uh, they had every house, every family are living in one level of this house. They don't live in the whole house. They live in one of this in one level of these houses. They had buckets, so they do their own things in the buckets. It was like a toilet, and these buckets will stay in their houses for the whole week because a carrot will pass once a week to collect all these buckets from the houses. And you can imagine the smell at the end of the week. The people here was losing, or they lost the feeling of shame towards the other neighbor. They smell the shit of each other. The houses is very small, and they hear them talking about the most small details in life. Many of them, they drunk, they have, they drink a lot, and they came back after drinking lots of Genever, and instead of going to their own bed, they got confused and they go to the bed of the neighbor, where as well the neighbor are drunk. So it was like a crazy life here because of the lack of clean water, and because here it was not healthy and to live in these small houses in with lots of people. You have in your family, you have lots of people as well, children. It was this kind of dirty lifestyle caused lots of insect and lots of diseases. So you will see the people, if you go back with the time, scratching the whole day, the whole night, because there is fleas and bed bugs everywhere. The police was not accepted in the neighborhood. It was seen as the enemy of the neighborhood, and it was lots of problem between the police and lots of people in the neighborhood because, as I mentioned before, the percentage of criminality was very high here. But nowadays is totally different than what it was before. It's a clean neighborhood. There's water, there's electricity, sewage. Not lots of people are living together in the same houses, and it's a very peaceful neighborhood. Um, criminality is very, very, very low. Almost 20,000 people are living here, and there's very important and nice buildings like the West Kirk, like Anna Frank House, like the nine streets, small streets, and the Prince's Canal. This neighborhood was built in the beginning of the 17th century.